why you looking around too.
You drinking shit,
Yeah. Oh shit.
We on the
main page.
We up?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakmadash.
double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who well and taught us this truth. Peace, much love, and salutation as always to the hopeful elect. All right, the brothers out here in Great Millstone, Nashville. Coming at you another lesson through the spirit and power Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Another Sunday lesson, the Lord's will be edifying to the elect. All right, the 144,000, the men. All right, the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. All right, as well as the remnant, consisting of the men, women, and children. All right, the believers. All right, who wholeheartedly believe in the faith. Okay, this is who this message is for and direct to. All right, once again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. We gonna really what we got, false idols. Yeah, we gonna get into false idols. All right, can somebody grab that real quick for the gods and the nation? Yeah, grab that real quick. And then after this brother grabs it, you got that precept.
Deuteronomy 4.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
24.
Right. So after we get this quick precept, we'll get that. Go ahead.
Psalms 96:5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens.
Right. So all the gods of the nations are idols. So when you hear about, the Buddha, Allah, flying spaghetti monster, we're not making jokes with that. That's an actual thing. We did a lesson on that. A couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? There's an actual religion where they worship a flying spaghetti monster, man. And which is madness in itself. But nonetheless, the gods of the nations are idols. All right, and that's what Jake wanted to go and worship. They wanted to go and be involved in the practices of the heathens. That's why it says, learn not the way of the heathen in Jeremiah the 10th chapter. Mm-hmm. Okay, learn not the way of the heathen, but our people have mastered the ways of the heathen. They're putting up more sacrifices for the idols, or for the heathen gods versus the actual heathens, man. But as the scriptures say, they're all idols. Can somebody get that word for idol? In the Edamon? So we can grab that in the Edamon.
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says idol in online etymologydictionary.com. It says mid-13th century image of a deity as an object of pagan worship.
Mm-hmm. Pagan worship. Which pagan, what is that? Outside the temple? Or is that profane?
Profane.
That's profane. What is pagan? Can we
Pagan
get that?
is a heathen, it's a non-Israelite.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Right. Go ahead.
It says from Old French idoli, idol, graven image, pagan god.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It also says false god, image of a pagan deity as an object of worship.
Right. And which anything, like LD Ashwambi, he did a video, concerning the chair. Jake that made the chair. Jake turned the chair into an idol, man. Because anything can be an idol. Anything can be made into a god. That's why, us as, brothers in the faith, we have to be mindful of what we put our energy into. Because like I said, anything can be turned into an idol or a power. All right. Mm-hmm. Was that on that?
It also says in Middle English, the figurative sense was someone who is false. Mm-hmm. So some false.
Right. Some fake shit, man.
Yeah.
All right. And hold on, stand by the account with
the man
Elijah. With when they had him pour the water on the altar thing. I mean, that's what's called. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 4:24, reading down to verse 28. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, thou power, is a consuming fire, even a jealous God." as plain.
Mm-hmm.
This is verse 25. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God to provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land, once ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord Yahweh Shai shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in the number among the heathen, whether the Lord Yahweh Shai shall lead you. And there you shall serve gods, the workers of men's hands, wood and stone, neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
Right. So you're gonna, and that's part of the curses as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, us serving gods of wood and stone.
Yep.
Essentially, gods that have that hold no purpose in the earth, man. You know, they're not capable of doing anything for us. Yeah, they never existed. You know, they're not capable of doing anything for us. Okay, they can't help you. In which we'll get into that in Wisdom of Solomon, because like I said, you got the 13th chapter, the 14th, and the 15th chapter. You know, which touches on idols. You know, those are some of my favorite books. You got something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 18 and 19. What profiteth?
What was that?
You've been running before.
Go ahead, bro.
What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols? Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
Yeah, there's no breath, man. They're not, they can't, you know, they can't be the God of the living. They can't be the God of, because especially with the heathens, they got a God for everything. You know, the God for fire, the God for water.
Polytheism.
Yeah, polytheism. Yeah, what's that? Many gods. You know, so Zeus, Poseidon,
Like the fucking Avengers or something.
yeah, serious. Really, honestly, the fucking, like you said, the Avengers.
So remember when you
Whatever
said,
their power is, that's what they're the God over.
remember when you
Thor.
said you saw somebody driving on their car and they had all those religions on there?
Coexist, yeah.
Basically, they believe
sticker.
they believe in everything. They believe what you believe.
That sticker that says coexist.
They're basically like the supportive system.
But yeah, because essentially it's like you said, you know, well, everybody can.
I'm gonna support it just because you believe it.
Yeah, everybody can be amongst each other as one, but that's not how the Most High has it set, man. And that's what the Edomites have played on, you know, when they tell you their fabricated story of how America came to be. You know, when we left the British for religious freedom, but here it is, we practice our religious, you know, our freedom of speech, and we get ridiculed for it. Well, our videos get taken down.
People you know cuss you out.
You know, we get told that we're evil. It's freedom of religion, freedom of speech. You know, but they tell you to shut the fuck up. So it's how you know it's a fucking
Yeah,
devil.
they don't tell the Christians or the Muslims to shut up. They don't tell the Catholics to shut up. But
Yeah, they get the whole platform.
Yeah, as soon as the Hebrew Israelites get on the scene, no, you need to go somewhere with that cult and all that.
Not understanding the meaning of words. Cult is not a demon. Is not a demonic word.
Right. You just worship
Gathering the people.
worship.
To worship. You got some lawyer?
That means everybody's in a cult. Because if you worship something and you idolize it, like it's a cult. You worship a celebrity, you praise them and all that. You're in a cult. You worship that nigga.
They got the Beehive.
Yeah.
For fans of Beyonce. You know,
it's a cult.
Niggas are included. You got some lawyer?
Yeah, I had that 1 Kings 18 you wanted, but I had that Wisdom of Solomon 14. I was gonna wait.
Yeah, get the Kings.
All right, it's a lot of meat on that 1 Kings 18, but you want the main point? I mean, it's a lot.
How much?
It's verses because it goes talking about how Baal, prophets of Baal, dealing with the sacrifice of cutting themselves, and talks about how
yeah,
it's a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
yeah, you get the point. Yeah.
All right, so this is 1 King 18, and I'm gonna start at I get the main point. It's gonna be a little bit.
Con, it's all good.
All right, so this is 1 King 18, and I'm gonna start at 24. Damn, it's a lot. I'll start at 25. It says, and Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves and dress it first, for ye are many, because there was more prophets of Baal than Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
And calling the name of your gods, were putting no fire in it. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and cried aloud, for he is a god. Either he is talking, or is he pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth and must awake.
Right, so Elijah is, essentially like, talking shit. He's boasting, because it's like, just he's on a journey, he sleep.
It's occupied with something else.
Yeah, he's busy. Maybe he's busy. That's why he can't, do what he need to do. Go ahead.
And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lances, till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass, when midday was past, they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto all the people, which is the Israelites, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he prepared the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of children, or the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he had made a trench about the altar, as great as wood contained 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, do it the second time. And they did it in the second time. And he said, do it the third time. And they did it the third time. And the water ran about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water.
And he's pouring on this water on this altar just to showcase the power of Yahweh Bashim Ashad. And that's how, because we boast in the power of Yahweh Bashim Ashad. We know that the gods and the nations are idols. We know that, they don't mean shit. And so, this is true faith right here. Go ahead.
And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord, power of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known for this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art Lord power, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood and the stones and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench.
Right. So after all that water that they was, poured onto the altar, here it is, fire still came up, showing you the power of Yahweh Bashim Ashad, man.
Right.
And that's why, like I said, that's why he poured that water in to showcase the power of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You was gonna get more on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, Lord power, he is the God, the Yahweh, he is the God.
Mm-hmm.
And Israel, not Israel, Slack. And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there.
Right, and killed them false niggas, man.
That's all I'm gonna give with that.
Con. Yeah. But that, that's just one of the examples, of men of the Lord, boasting and showcasing, the power of Yahweh Bashim Ashad.
I do that.
You know what I'm saying? Because he, like he started with, he must be, like brother said, he must be occupied. Your gods must be occupied. He's on a journey. He sleep. Okay.
He got his phone on do not disturb.
Yeah, he got the do not disturb symbol on that moon.
Yeah.
That moon signal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how about Shema Shai is forever present, man. You know? Is that it on that?
Mhm.
Go ahead, bro.
Exodus 20
You got something?
and 1. And I'll read down to verse 6. It says, And the Most High spake all these things, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Verse 3, Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, that's the thing, because Yahweh Shema Shai is the one that delivered us out of Egypt. So for our people to go and worship any other god is fucking mind-boggling. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You know, because once again, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, all right, delivered us out of Egypt.
Mhm.
So that in itself is enough to know, oh, this is the power of the heavens and the earth and the whole universe. And we need to worship him. You know, but that wasn't enough for our people. They wanted to learn the way of the heathen. Is that it?
There's more.
Right.
Read down to verse 6. Exodus 20 and 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Verse 6, it says, shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. And that's plain. Because the Lord is a jealous power. When you worship anything else but him, that the Lord gets angry. Because I'm what's to be worshipped. I've made what you're worshiping. You know? So when you're worshiping a golden calf, that graven image, it's like, I use somebody to make that, but that ain't, he never walked, taste, smell. He never made the birds, the trees, the wine. I did all that. And you serve something that has no purpose. So yeah, the Lord's going to get jealous. It's a beautiful reason, and it makes sense why the Lord would get pissed off. Nigga, I made you, but you're worshiping something that never made anything on the earth. That's pure disrespect. You know, you're not giving credit where credit is due. That's a nigga that he's getting a good grade and he ain't do shit in the group. You have a group assignment. He ain't did shit all week, but he gets the grades. So it's like, and then niggas get mad at that. It's like, he didn't do shit. But he gets the praise. He gets the good job, the pat on the back. Nigga, you didn't do a damn thing. You know, that's offensive, man.
Where do I go?
I got two.
Yep.
Isaiah 45, verse 5. I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
Right. Hey, it says, I am the Lord Yahweh, and there's none else. What's that, where it says, who have given them counsel or something like that? Roughly paraphrasing. Damn. Yeah, roughly paraphrasing on that. You know, because like I said, there's no other, you know, there's nobody else in the heavens outside of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, and it's the order. It's the Father, the Son, all right, man, woman, and children. That's the order that the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, has set up. Okay, through the Spirit. You got it?
I couldn't find it.
I got it.
You got it? Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah 40, and I'm started. It says, Isaiah 40 and 12, who have measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and measured out heaven with a span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales and the hills in a balance, who have directed the spirit of the Yahweh, or the Lord, or being his counselor, have taught him.
Mm-hmm.
With him took he counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and showed to him the way of understanding. So he's questioning all these things.
Yeah.
You know, like who done this?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because there's no other power in the heavens outside of the Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, or Most High took counsel of somebody else, or, you know, it's essentially a round table of gods. And then he come, man, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Going into that, what did you say earlier? Polytheistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The belief of many gods. Multiple gods, and that's some Greek shit. Especially with like Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. I think that's that nigga name.
Yeah.
Hades.
Yeah.
Thor. All them fucking Greek gods, man. All right. Was that on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Iowa.
Isaiah 46 and verse 5. To whom will ye liken me, and make me equal, and compare me that ye may be like? They lavish gold out of the bag, and weigh silver in the balance, and hire a goldsmith, and he maketh it a god. They fall down, they worship. They bear him upon the shoulder. They carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth. From his place shall he not remove. One shall cry unto him, yet can he not save, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble.
Yeah, and which we can grab that one in the Wisdom of Solomon. We're talking about they fastening him.
The dad that made it. Slot. Okay, I'm on it.
It's they fasten him to the wall or something like that. Because he can't stand by himself.
Yeah.
All right, because like that verse says, yea, one shall cry unto him, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. Okay? So these guys that, our people put up, these idols that our people put up on a certain level, hey, they can't help themselves, man.
Mm-hmm.
They can't stand by themselves. There's no life within them. They're not capable of doing shit. And that's what we had to, beat into the minds of our people. The gods that you have worshipped for generation upon generation have not helped you. They've brought you down further and further. They've broken the relationship that you have between Yahweh Shem Shai. And now we're in the chance to where we are capable of building that relationship back up. And you're still breaking down that relationship, man.
Right.
You're still going and worshiping the other idols. When it's been proven time and time, they can't do shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Does anybody have that? That wasn't Solomon?
I'm in Wisdom of Solomon. I'm in 14.
That's something else, but I don't have Wisdom of Solomon.
I think it's called
It's
one of the chapters. Let me see.
I got this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Acts 4 and 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you can be saved is, for one, if you're an Israelite, or
13.
two, calling on the names of Yahweh Shem Shai in truth and sincerity. Okay, and then there's no other name given. It's not Jesus, it's not Yahuwah, Yeshua, fucking rock,
13,
Mecca, is the flying spaghetti monster. It's none of these other things but Yahweh Shem Shai. Everything else
15.
has never walked among the earth and never tasted, smelled, none of that. Okay?
Yeah.
There's no other name given for salvation.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
13.
No, that was it on that.
God, go ahead, Lloyd.
All right, this Wisdom of Solomon 13. Wisdom of Solomon 13 and 15.
Nah, you good, bro.
All right. Wisdom of Solomon 13 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and when he had made, that's it. And when he had made a convenient room for it, set it in a wall, and made it fast with iron. Oh, is that it? Yeah. It says, for he provided for it that it might not fall, knowing that it was unable to help itself.
Yep.
For it is an image and have need of help.
Yeah, it's an image. It needs help. Okay. Ultimately, this image, this idol, can't stand by itself. It can't do anything. It's not capable of doing anything because it's merely an idol. All right, it's merely an image. Go ahead.
I got a precept for you too.
All right, go ahead.
Real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 14, and I'm gonna start at 15.
Yeah.
It says, For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go.
Yeah.
For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them, but no man can make a God like unto himself.
Yeah, because we're like in the nation of Israel. All right, we're what was that Psalms 82:6?
Mm.
You know, we're gods. Okay. But hey, we now we what's it, die like the princes of men?
Yeah.
Something like that. Go ahead.
It says, for being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he worship, whereas he lived once, but they never will. But they never.
Right. Yeah. So you the gods that you're worshiping, the idols that you're worshiping, okay, you yourself are better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Because as it says, whereas he lived once, but they never. You see? So Jesus has never walked on the earth. You know, Allah, Buddha, like the flying spaghetti monster. There's multiple idols and shit. That damn chair.
Man.
You know, these things aren't actual breathing things that have power to, perform miracles or to, come through for you. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, like I said, when you come, somebody come through for you, meaning they looking out for you. They can't do that. They don't have the power to possess that.
It's gonna say that in
Oh,
the
yeah.
chapter you want me to get. You want me to keep getting?
What, in 14
13.
or 13? So like, yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 13 and 17 says, then maketh the prayer of his goods for his wife and children, and is not ashamed to speak to that which hath no life.
Yeah, niggas have no shame. You know, they have no shame, praying to Jesus. But he has no life. Go ahead.
For health, he calleth upon that which is weak. For life, prayeth to that which is dead. For aid, humbly beseecheth that which hath least means to help.
Mm-hmm.
And for a good journey, he asked of that which cannot set a foot forward. And for gaining and getting, and for good success of his hands, asketh ability to do of him that is most unable to do anything.
Right. So the nigga can't do anything for you, man. But our people have no problem going to, the idols that, that are being worshipped in modern times and fully set. Thinking that they're gonna, their prayers are gonna be answered, man. And there's multiple ways that it's not necessarily about you bowing down and praying to, like I said, the chair. But the chair has not been turned into an idol.
Yeah.
Because now everybody is
glorified.
Yeah, it's glorified. It's put up on the pedestal.
Like he's the savior. Niggas walking around with a clip, a big ass clip, but on the side of it is the chair.
Yeah.
They're relying on the chair to get them through whatever they're dealing with. So they're relying on that.
And even in our people, you gotta understand, because the practices that you do, some of the practices that you do, especially the ones that are pushing in Babylon, they all lead back to some form of idol worship. Christmas, okay? You putting presents under the tree, you're bound down to some form of idol worship, man. Was it Nimrod? They said that was his that was his rod.
Yeah.
Then they said that if you didn't, that's why they fasten it down. If you didn't fasten it down, the tree would come alive at night and kill you.
The tie.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the tie represents a goddamn penis.
Dick on your neck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then when you, like I said, you bound down, or when you put the trees under the trees. When you put the presents on the tree, you bound, representing you bound down to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
The Nimrod. It's too damn much. Okay? Easter.
Yep.
Ishtar.
Ishtar. Yeah, the goddess Ishtar. Was it god of fertility?
Yeah. Orgies and shit.
Fucking
orgies.
Yeah.
And shit.
And then what's that? Not salmonella. Yeah. I almost said salmonella. Goddamn, that's a damn. But Saturnalia. What is it? Saturnalia. Yeah.
Niggas worship.
Wasn't that just a big ass orgy? Orgy party.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a hair demon? That rap Sheba, I believe.
Sheba, yeah.
I said Sheba.
Sheba, yeah.
They all glorify.
Well, that's the
niggas praise dreads.
That
They crap in your damn heads.
Elon or some shit.
Which one?
Sheba? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheba. She was Elamite.
Mm-hmm.
God.
And goddamn arms.
Yeah, right.
That's another one.
You're looking like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah. They actually got that bitch on there too. With the 4 arms.
I bet.
Yeah, they got her on there. And there's, but there's multiples. There's hella.
I'm saying there's a list. There's a plethora.
All that shit, the days of the week.
Yeah.
They all go back to some bullshit.
Throw it
The months.
Yeah.
January is what Janus or some shit like that. Janus.
Because technically the first month is Nisan.
Right, yeah.
In the Hebrew is Nishan.
Because it's January through January
All
through
these months.
August
Yeah.
is named after shit. Then you got September, October, November, December, and that's just like representing numbers.
Actually, I could be wrong, but I think it was a false god with the what is it like with the because every month is always the 21st of the new season.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it goes back to some bullshit. But it's like every season we're coming into it is always like fall, September 21st.
Talking about, like,
Winter,
the days and
December
shit.
21st.
Yeah.
Spring, March 21st. It's more behind that, but it goes off of
It goes to some astrology bullshit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
God with the
God, yeah, it's a false idol.
Yeah, and this is what our people are subjugated to. And like you said, you mentioned astrology. That's becoming a god for our people as well.
Mm-hmm.
A bitch won't talk to you just because you're a goddamn
Cancer.
Aquarius. It's like the fuck did they're fully persuaded
Not what's your
in the
name.
ways of Babylon.
Who are you? No, it's hi. What's your zodiac sign, bitch? My name is Clarence for one.
Yeah.
2, I don't know. I tell Eve, I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, man, we'll get the proper understanding on that in the kingdom. But right now ain't the time, man. You got something?
Care for it. Well, you said you had something?
Yeah.
I
Go ahead,
something
bro.
after him.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 14.
Yeah.
And I'll start at verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
It says, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High there become an abomination, and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Right. There's all ultimately a trap too for dumb niggas.
Yeah.
To wrap it up. See, if you're caught up in that web of worshiping these idols, and the Most High just set you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
He set you over to that false way.
Right.
All right. And then that shit sounds fucked up, but what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. You can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life.
Right. The devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication. Okay.
Spiritual adultery.
Yeah. Spiritual adultery, man. Because what's that? Real quick, what's that say? Let me get this. It's in 10. Sirach 10 is in 12. It says the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. All right, but the point being verse 12. All right, the beginning of pride is when you depart from your Maker. So depart from Yahweh Shemashai and going and following these other idols.
It's prideful.
Yeah, that's a very private thing, because here it is. The Most High has it to where you've been, he set you up. He laid out a blueprint for you to follow and to be in good standing, and you perceive the way of the heathen to be more, what's the word?
Beneficial.
Yeah, beneficial. Huh? Yeah, appealing.
Because Jake's big on benefits.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's the benefit of this? What do I gain?
Yeah, so it was more beneficial for Jake at the time, to serve the other idols.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're reaping the benefits of your labor.
Right.
You plow some fucking wicked shit, man. Exactly. So now your ass at work. Hurt. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we put ourselves in this situation, man. And that's why we stress the importance of coming back to Yahweh Shem Shah, because clearly nothing else is working for us. So this gotta be it. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever.
Right. So they haven't been here from the beginning, and they never will be here. There's not going to be a point in time where you can say, all right, this God is now going to be created, and now there's another deity to worship. No, it's going to forever be Yahweh Shem Shai.
Right.
For eternity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're getting ready to teach the nations, because the nations, you know, they have their gods. You know, niggas worship cows. That's why is that Elon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon. You know, they don't eat cows. That's one of their gods. You know, a goddamn cow.
A fucking
Or they put it on such a so that's idol to them. But we're gonna have to teach the nations. No, there's no God of water. There's no God of fire. No, it's Yahweh Shem Shai. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to be taught that. All right.
But there was a video not too long ago of Elon pushing their idols into the sea.
Yeah.
And that's the scripture on that.
I think that was last year.
What's that scripture?
I can find it.
Yeah, see if you can get that, bro. Bob Shah, because I know.
Master idols in the
Yep.
But you got people starting to realize that their guides are not, working out. It's not working in their favor because, nigga, it's something that you created in a basement.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 2
I got
Mm-hmm.
and 20. It says, "In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made, each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats."
How far are you going to read?
Let me see.
Probably.
Actually, it's supposed to say.
You're 16?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Read that again, Salaki.
So I don't think that's the one I want.
Okay.
Salaki.
Close one. You got something? Yeah, go ahead.
Jeremiah 16 and 19 in the NLT, it says, Yahweh, you are my strength and fortress, my refuge in the day of trouble. Nations from around the world will come to you and say, our ancestors left us a foolish heritage, for they worship worthless idols.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You said that was the NLT, right?
Yeah.
Jeremiah
16 and 19.
Yep. Yeah, because hey, Jake, and that's the thing. We gotta understand. This is all about heritage, man. And our forefathers, which through the process of reincarnation, was some of us. All right, if not really all of us. All right, we weren't thinking about the nation at that time. We were just thinking about, this look good over here, so let's go do this.
Mm-hmm.
And now your children's children are completely fucked, man.
Jake didn't get that.
Really, you.
Jake
Through the process of reincarnation, the same shit that you wanted to go do, now you came back and felt it. You thought that shit was sweet to go and worship the idols of the other nations, and now all the other nations are stomping on your fucking head, man. Religiously.
No pun intended.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they're doing it on a consistent basis, and you're subject to it. You still got niggas out here passing out pamphlets. Come learn about Jesus. God damn. How long we gonna learn about this nigga? Well, this is what y'all wanted, and that's what the most high ultimate Jake. This is what y'all wanted, nigga. Here, have it. He gave you a full dose. Okay, a double dosage of that. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to go see how the other nations operate? Cool. Why do you think them niggas washing their fucking head under cow piss? Because they're fucking stupid and you don't have no goddamn direction. That's why I separated you from the other nations. But you want to be like the other nations.
That's why some of us look like him.
Yeah, that too.
And that's not a good thing.
No. So there you go, bro. The Most High had everything set up perfect for us, and we chose to follow after the serpent.
So he casted you off.
Yeah.
And now you just fulfilled the lust of your flesh somewhere in goddamn Timbuktu.
Right. Hey man, we through, but through the grace of Yahweh Bashem Shai, because he's the ever merciful power. You know, he's you know, he has grace, graceful, he has mercy. You know, we're able to come back. Huh? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 20 and 31 and 32. For when ye offer your gifts, when ye make your sons to pass through the fire, so there's times where our people were even sacrificing their kids to idols and burning them.
Yeah, because that's part, because they don't realize, because people don't realize too, part of these things, part of worshiping a lot of these idols comes with that. And that's why that shit. There was a big thing concerning that when the apostles did that video on King Solomon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because at his latter, you know, towards his old age, he started to worship the other idols or worship other gods of the other nations. And the Apostle Gabar brought one of them customs, contained, you know, Mo activity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moab's god or something like that.
Yeah. Moab and Ammon, one of their guys. It was Ammon, yeah.
Sun god.
But that was one of their practices to do that shit, to come into that shit. That was so
Research.
You know, Apostle Gabar was like, well, shit, you know, and that's a man of the Lord. That's through the Spirit. Yeah. So it's like, shit, you know, you can't get offended at that. That's real shit. People don't realize that this shit runs deep. The practices and the way that you worship, you know, certain things you do. Like I said, and Esau has found a way to just lighten everything up. Because once again, the Christians, that goes back to some very high level demonic shit.
What's called
Evil good.
Yeah,
evil.
Exactly. You know,
for good and good.
Like I said, Christmas, Halloween, which that already is an indicator of wickedness, but you know, now it's just cute.
Because of the kids.
Yeah,
Right, yeah, for the kids. Candy and shit.
Which that's what's so dumb because the kid don't come out the womb talking about Halloween next month.
Mm-hmm.
The kid don't know shit. You're pushing that on to the children. Kids don't know shit. You're teaching that to your children, and y'all be knowing it's wrong.
Yeah, and it's based off of custom.
One Christian was a Christian that cut another Christian, Salakia. But one Christian said, "Oh, we don't celebrate Halloween. We just like to dress up." He said, "That's Halloween.
Right?
You're doing it on the day." Because if you want to dress up, you got every other day of the year to do that. But she said on Halloween we don't celebrate it, but we like to dress up. He said that's Halloween.
But even because like I said, my peoples, they were Seventh-day Adventists, and so they made a big ass mishap, you know, at church around the time of Halloween. It's like, you know, make sure you don't take your kids out trick or treating. You know, that's very demonic. But then the niggas celebrating Christmas, they celebrating New Year's, they celebrating Valentine's Day, they celebrating everything else. But Halloween is demonic. No, all this shit is demonic.
They all go to a false god.
You know what I'm saying? All this shit is completely demonic, and really we're entering into that time frame. You know, you got like I said, October, you got Halloween, November is Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. All right.
Majority of the year is a holiday.
That in itself, not necessarily going back to anything, you know, pagan, but it's literally the celebration of mass killing of so-called Native Americans and Seminole Indians as well. Then you got Christmas, New Year's,
winter solstice.
Yeah, all that shit.
And you got
Valentine's Day,
Easter.
and then Easter. So that 6-month span of just demonic, high-level energy,
Damn near every
which we're
month
entering into.
Damn near every month you got a holiday.
Yeah.
And then they're making new holidays.
And they sweetened the deal with Jake by adding shit like MLK Day. So a nigga get a Monday off.
Juneteenth.
Yeah,
Juneteenth.
Black History Month.
Yeah, February. Like, come on, man.
This is the truth. That's the real so-called black history. The scriptures. Because this is all about our people. It's all about how we shine.
And niggas think every month is Black History Month. Shut your ass up, nigga. You still stupid.
And all the niggas that you look up to, they're all fucking sellouts. So when the first thing that pops to a nigga mind is Harriet Tubman, sellout. MLK, sellout. What's the other nigga? Malcolm X, sellout. Which he knew about the Israelites, but this nigga was still being on his shit. You know, so fuck all them niggas.
I mean, but where they lead them niggas though? They both through.
Yeah, they left them to the path of destruction.
You know, what I'm
Follow
saying?
these people. They never really cared about you, because if they really cared, if you're so pro of our people, then you be getting right with your how about Shemal Shai, doing the videos and following the laws, statute, commandments, vegetability. That's how you know you really about your people.
Yep.
Going out and preaching and yelling at the white man and with pick signs and shit. That ain't about your people. There's no progress behind that. It's like, yeah.
Yep. You got something? What's up? You had more than that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, con. You didn't even get into that yet.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm trying to
It's a
sound like that.
Nah,
You
yeah.
read half a sentence.
Right, it's like it.
Ye pollute yourselves. Well, I'll just start over.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Ezekiel 20 and 31 to 32. For when ye offer your gifts, when ye make your sons to pass through the fire, ye pollute yourselves with all your idols, even unto this day. And shall I be inquired of by you, O house of Israel? As I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will not be inquired of by you.
Mm-hmm.
And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone.
All right. You want to speak on this?
So our people want to chase after the ways of the heathens. They want to be like the heathens. That connects with that first Maccabees 1.
Yeah.
They wanted to go join the heathens and forget the laws.
Yeah, make sure.
God knows why. You know, I don't.
Hey, shit. We'll get that breakdown in the kingdom. And like, what possibly is better than what we got now, and what we're getting ready to receive? Nothing.
That just shows we need them new bodies.
Yeah.
That heart. We need that heart of flesh.
Yeah, because the heart of stone is through. Because and the craziest part is the Most High broke it down to us. You read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. He gave you what would happen if you listened and what would happen if you didn't.
Yeah.
And the majority of the chapter is what would happen if you didn't. Indicator, nigga, let's tap in. But you know, hey, we still found our ways, you know, to Elam's Chicken Shack, and now we we're here with, you know, Elam's Chicken Shack, Orange Chicken, nail salons, yeah, liquor stores, and credit.
In church.
Damn,
We need the kingdom.
this is sad. This is sad, but hey, through your house shot, we received the victory, man. You still got to finish that out real quick, and then get yours.
Within the Solomon 14 and verse 14.
Yeah.
For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Yep.
For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Yeah, because a lot of which go ahead, read that next one, because I'm gonna
Verse 16. Thus in process of time an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
Right, because you have, you know, like I said, all these things go back to actual people. You know, some of these things go back to actual people, but now they're being reverenced as gods. You know, now they're idols. As I said, in the process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong. You know, now that's being brought out. Now that's being passed down by tradition. You gonna say something?
I will say, I believe they did that with Cesare Borgia.
Mm-hmm.
They paint, I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci
Yeah.
painted them.
Capital the actor.
Yeah. Leonardo da Vinci painted Cesare Borgia, and
Yeah.
then, you know, here we are today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now this nigga, you know, because that was the actual person.
Yeah.
But now he's reverenced as the image of the Most High Son.
Mo.
Right, yeah, they all was motives.
Yeah.
The portrait of his lover.
Yeah.
Yep.
They would, you know, here to paint his hair. All right, hold on, let's go smash.
Goddamn.
Yeah. Robert.
God damn it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like we talking shit, but like really, get that little last brush stroke. I'm gonna stroke something, and this nigga just
Yeah.
they in the next room, just going in.
Croaking.
The picture done failed. They gotta redo it 8 times. Like, come on, man. You know, it's too much. And like we make jokes about it, but it's too much. This is what our people are doing. Like they're subject to this shit. You know? And now we're in the point to where, you know, we gotta hear the filthy conversation of the wicked. We gotta hear about this shit on the big, you know, niggas telling you all the time, oh, I love Jesus. I bet you do, nigga. I bet you fucking do.
And when Drake get into a pickle, like, oh, sweet Jesus. Nigga, shut up.
Man, I hate, you know.
I hate when niggas be saying that. Shut up.
But it shows you there's no
He got
power.
nothing-
There's
he
no
got no
power.
shit.
There's no power behind that nigga.
Nothing behind.
Because it's constant jokes and it's just, you know, oh, Lord, you know,
Well, he's not even
you
taking
know, or
it serious.
something shocking happened to somebody. Jesus Christ. It's like they just throw that out just
But like,
willy-nilly.
but he's not.
But you don't, the men of the Lord don't do that with the names of the Lord.
Oh my.
Right.
No.
We ain't gonna utter that. You know what I'm saying? You're not playing with the Lord like that, man.
Doing too much.
Because the Christians say, don't say the Lord's name in vain. Well, nigga, that's what's really going on.
He said, oh my God. They're like, watch your mouth. I'm like,
Man,
what?
shut up,
All I
nigga.
said was, oh my power.
Go ahead, bro. You got
This is,
that. Is that it on that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got 2. Psalms 115 and 4. I'm going to read down to verse 8. It said, their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. Yeah, these idols, they got faces. They be having mouths, tongues, and all. But they never say nothing. They never move. They don't breathe. They don't taste. They don't smell. Deuteronomy 4 again. Verse 5. They have ears, and they hear not. Noises that have they, and they have smelled not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they have walked not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them, so is everyone that trusted in them. And then, this is Judges 10 and 13. Read out verse 14. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. That's why Jake began fucked up. Verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Yeah, go let that nigga Jesus save you and see how far you get. That's the thing. Niggas don't get far. They'll say, well, I got this in the name of Jesus. Satan can bless you too, man.
Because it says he comes as an angel of light.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He has power too, so he can bless you too. Not every blessing there's always gonna be a good blessing.
I gotta
Look at the elites. They get blessed by Satan.
right.
And they have the earth. You know? Even Yahweh Shai was tempted by Satan. You know? Drop what you're doing and follow me, I'll give you the whole earth, which Yahweh Shai knew, and you know, he was already been given the whole earth. You know? That's like, yeah, I got it.
I got this. It's a little bit. It's just a lot here.
Yeah, you good.
This is Bell and the Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. I want to start at the top. We'll start at the top. How you say that? Adjectives?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm reading Bell and the Dragon. All right, it's just, it's one chapter. But I'm gonna try to just jump around a little bit and get a little bit of the points. So I'm gonna start at the top, Bell and the Dragon, and King Ashigi, I don't know, Salakia. But if you read it, goddamn. Was gathered to his fathers, and Cyrus of Persia received his kingdom. And Daniel conversed with the king and was honored above all his friends. Now the Babylonians had an idol called Bel, and there were spent upon him every day 12 great measures of fine flour, and 40 sheep, and 6 vessels of wine. And the king worshipped it and went daily to adore it. But Daniel worshipped his own power. And the king said unto him, why dost not thou worship Bel? Who answered and said, because I may not worship idols made with hands, but the living power, the living God, okay, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who have created the heaven and the earth, and have what is that? Sovereignty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sovereignty.
Sovereignty, Salakia, man. And have sovereignty over all flesh. Then said the king unto him, thinkest thou not that Baal is a living God? Seest thou not how much he eateth and drinketh every day? Then Daniel smiled. That's the, I mean, it's like, come on, nigga. Like, it's like,
It's like what's that word? It's like sarcastic.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give him that side face. It said, O king, be not deceived, for this is but clay within and brass without, and did never eat or drink anything. All right, which goes to, the king being raw, and they setting the thing up. And I'm gonna jump down. Let me see. I'm gonna jump down to 14. Wait, hold on, Salakia. I might have to get the one before. Bear with me, Salakia.
And that's even power in that too, because with a king, certain things you don't say, but the spirit was on them.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh king, this ain't nothing.
Yeah.
He's telling him like what you're worshiping ain't nothing. It's just material. So that's even power within that. Showing that the Lord will always, the Lord will be with you if you're his servant.
Right, because like I said, you keep going down, they setting it up to where essentially they setting up the meal, if you will, in front of this nigga. All right, and it's supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
By the morning or whatever.
He's trying to get to the part where
Right.
the priest was being wicked.
Yeah. I'm saying. Yeah, I get 14. So it says, so when they were gone forth, the king set meats before Baal. Now Daniel had commanded his servants to bring ashes, and those they strewed throughout all the temple in the presence of the king alone. Then went they out and shut the door and sealed it with the king's signet, and so departed. Now in the night came the priests with their wives and children, as they were wont to do, and did eat and drink up all. In the morning betime the king arose, and Daniel with him. And the king said, Daniel, are the seals whole? And he said, Yea, O king, they be whole. And as soon as he had opened the door, the king looked upon the table and cried with a loud voice, Great art thou, O Baal, and with thee is no deceit at all. Then laughed Daniel and held the king that he should not go in, and said, Behold, now the pavement, and mark well whose footsteps are these. And the king said, I see the footsteps of men, women, and children. And then the king was angry, so he threw.
Yeah.
He's like, man, what the fuck? Nigga feet. Niggas been here. You know what I'm saying? Which is showcasing that guy, that idol, ultimately held no power.
And the priest knew that.
And they knew it.
Yeah, they knew that. You know what I'm saying? And then verse 21, and took the priests with their wives and children, who showed him the privy doors where they came in, and consumed such things as were upon the table. Therefore the king slew them and delivered Baal into Daniel's power, who destroyed him in his temple. I'm gonna get this. Verse 23, and in that same place there was a great dragon, which they of Babylon worship. And the king said unto Daniel, Wilt thou also say that this is of brass? Lo, he liveth, he eateth and drinketh. Thou canst not say that he is no living God. Therefore worship him. Then said Daniel unto the king, I will worship the Lord my power, for he is the living power. Okay? Which is what we brought that out. The gods and the nations are idols. But the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, created the heavens and the earth, man. And that was, that was pretty much it that I wanted to get on that.
I got some.
All right, go ahead.
It's
Yeah,
Isaiah 20, 2 and 20. My bad.
Shit. All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 2 and 20 in the New Living Translation. On that day of judgment, they will abandon the gold and silver idols they made for themselves to worship. They will leave their gods to the rodents and bats.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna come a point in time when well, the idol's not going to be nothing regarded.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really slowly happening because, like I said, the video of Elon.
Yeah, they was literally throwing off the roofs and shit. Yeah,
You
hell
know,
of them.
they truckloads.
And they had the little bulldozer machines
Yep.
and shit. They was
Yep,
crushing
all
the
that
shit. Yeah, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no hope for these idols anymore. You know, and so
The people starting to see the damn footprints.
yeah.
They started to see the footprints. You know, the Lord is setting that was it the ashes or whatever
Mm-hmm.
that he had set up. You know, that's it. I see the feet of men, women, and children. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. I got one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and not 13. What the hell? Isaiah 19 and 1.
Yep.
The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And this is, Babylon, the great America. Coming to Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So the idols of Egypt, they're gonna be moved, destroyed. When Yahweh Shemel Shah come, there won't be no more idols.
Yep.
We're gonna get rid of all that shit. The groves.
That's gonna be part of the slave's job. Is to destroy all the shit because that's gonna take a process. That big ass statue in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of that shit. That gotta go.
Lord might have the chariot come over.
Man,
That
but a lot of the movies where it talks, where it deals with like end time type shit,
Yeah.
that statue always gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Brazil is always one of the main points, and that statue always gets brought down.
Yeah.
So it's showing that the idols are getting ready to be brought down.
If that's God, then why is it getting destroyed? Then?
Yeah.
If that's God, why are the churches getting caught on fire? Why are people that are supposed to be men, women, and children of the Lord dying in the house of God? Why are these things happening?
Yeah.
If God's supposed to be the Savior and all that, why are these things happening? Because it's not the fucking way. That's why.
Yeah. These people are through.
You don't see men of the Lord out there teaching, getting destroyed at camp. But you don't see that in a Christian church.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right next to the liquor store and Ching Chong Ying's nail shop.
Yeah.
With a KFC with a bulletproof vest door. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah. So yeah, the idols and that, like I said, man, that's gonna be part of the heathen's job. Tear up all this goddamn concrete, get rid of these damn idols, man. It's gonna take a lot of you niggas to break down that damn Mecca. Real talk. That's a big ass stone, So it's gonna take a lot of niggas. We're gonna need all hands on deck. Break this shit down and get rid of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the Brazil. We're gonna do, wherever the hell they got all them Buddha statues in China. All them shits, man. It's gonna be through. Yeah, yep. All that shit. Oh yeah, the shit gotta get rid of the Catholic Church and all that other shit.
The little hand.
Yeah, the statues, all them statues with the PP showing. They got every,
Man, that's
every nigga naked.
that's sick, man. When you look at that shit's pedophilia, man. You got a wooden stone of a child with his meat out. That's disgusting.
They got that shit in Nashville, that one statue where the niggas are naked.
Yeah.
It's like in the around that roundabout.
Yeah.
It's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, man, hey, that's that's gonna be one of your roles. But yeah, the idols of the nations are getting ready to be brought down low, man. Brought to an end. So Lord's with us, and fine. All right. We just want to put something over real quick, and before we close, giving all praise and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Chakodash.
Double honors once again, as always, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. The true leaders of Israel today, whether you receive it or not, peace, much love, and salutation as always to those who elect. To the next one, shalom.
Oh, damn.